Good afternoon, Brian with Grand Roofing. We're going to dig into and look where this leak is coming and originating from next to this chimney. I've done a few in the past where a wall coming down and dumps out right next to a chimney. So in this case, there'd be a roof coming down like this. It's wall flashing and it leaks out all the way down. By the way, I'm not on the roof because I'm on my ladder here. We're looking at the leak. Let me turn the camera around here. The leak actually, the homeowners noticed because way down here is actually soft and rotten, and you can push on the wall here, and if you look at that, it goes in way too far. That's not good. If you come up here, my suspicion is this area right here, which we'll get to, is if you push the siding here, it's solid. I don't know if you can see, but that's not giving much. You're gonna have some on this Dutch lap here, push in, but if you push here, where it's flat to the side, you'll have a little bit of flap, not much. It's solid. This here, if you look, let me go down one step. You push right here, it's hollow. There's nothing it's hitting all the way down. So I took a siding tool, popped this loose, and if you look, actually let me show what typically we have. So as I showed, like pretend that being the chimney in some of my other videos, and I'll try to tag them or put a link in the description. When the water's coming down and it terminates at the base of a chimney, if you don't have that last piece of flashing kick out sideways and come out outside of the siding, it'll run down behind your siding. So imagine this here. Comes out behind the siding and runs down the siding. In this case, it's kind of a dead pocket, and it's not big. It's probably a foot and a half. If you have a solid piece of flashing here, make sure you kick it out farther out here. They also make the accordion style. Good idea to have that in there. As long as you extend it past, and you can typically slice your vinyl on the other end and let it protrude out just a little bit. It doesn't have to be much. Make sure you put a bead of sealer under it, because water surface tension, it can wick back up under. That's not so much the case here. There's no leaking inside they're noticing, but right here. Pop this piece, you can see under there how rotten that is. So if you notice the J channel that's up here, so this piece and that piece, that's right where it originates from, but it actually goes up a little bit higher than that. And the issue where this water's coming in, everything hitting here, spreading left and right. If you look right in that crack right there, right up under here, it's dark, where's my screen at? Can't even see, there we go. You can see the metal. See how high that is right there? You see that area where the water is going to be dumping out? It doesn't come out far enough past this. What I would have done is probably cut this J channel right here at this drip edge coming down, put a little slice in the vinyl up here, and brought that metal out over this. That way anything coming out is going to come out on the exterior of the siding and come down the wall. Furthermore, not so much of a big issue, but it is nevertheless, especially, a lot of the rain comes out of this part of the sky here, wind driven, certain directional rains hitting this. It's only got about a 3/4 inch overhang right here, so some is going to hit this. Well, they buried that metal way back in behind there. Well, guess what? It's a perfect little entry. There's no caulking here. At some point it came off. It is caulked here, and that's actually a bad case. Well, you want to stop it from going in there. I would never have run that so far back, or even if I did, at least would have sealed that. And that's the biggest issue right there, making sure the water comes out the front side of that. Now this repair, on top of getting it stopped, you need to get all the subsiding fixed, because that is completely rotten. I mean, there's nothing left of this all the way down, and you can't hear this, so you got to pop every piece down all the way down, possibly get into your corner flashing here. That J channel is probably gonna have to come loose. Put all new subsiding up. Notice they did not have any vapor barrier Tyvek on here. That's another very important thing. If you're gonna do that, you want these piece of your flashings outside the Tyvek. Also, point out on this wall right here. So that wall right back here, whenever you have an end wall where the wall comes up and terminates at it, you got flashing that goes up in that wall right there. If you have, say, a siding or a window, a vent, or something in that area where water could be getting behind, it's very possible it's going to run down, if you have a Tyvek or vapor barrier even, down that. Well, if your flashing does not go behind your Tyvek or behind your substrate, your sub wall, your sub whatever, your wood up there, it's going to go right behind your flashing. So it's important when you tuck those back there, it goes behind your Tyvek or behind the wood, especially if you have an area where water could come in, say like a vent or a window. Just want to point that out too. It's not fun working on the ladder right here in the sun. So let them know what they need to do as far as repair, bring that up to this area, and really a shingle or two in here. Right here is all you need to get another piece of new coil stock to extend longer this way and that way. Seal under it because of water surface tension. It's a big deal. I've seen that a lot. where water will run down off of this piece and wick right back up under the other side of this. So the other thing I wanted to mention is it's kind of crazy because the owner said the roof is like 5 years old. Somebody did the whole roof and they didn't flash the wall. They don't believe in flashing. They just ran ice and water up it. Yep, the infamous ice and water. If you use it, you're gonna be good and golden, no leaks ever. Ice and water has its place, but it's not a sure-all. Never gonna have an issue. It's designed for a certain thing. It's not designed to just eliminate step flashing. So if you're thinking about using ice and water for flashing, don't do it. Use it with flashing, preferably step flashing. After that leak, they had another roofer come back and redo this section here. So choose your contractors wisely, use some common sense with it, pay attention with your flashing. You want water to be diverted outside your step, outside your siding, not behind it. All right, I gotta get this snap back in, I gotta get out here. I got an appointment I'm a little bit late to. But if you know what I like and what I asked to do, I'm not gonna say it, I'm really not gonna say it. I'll tell you what, I will never say it again if you just go down and smash it on this video here. All right, I appreciate it. Partially wanted to do this because they were trying to find a video on YouTube and there's really nothing good in this case where a chimney and a siding and a leak, because everybody wants to be the world's fastest, the best damn fastest roofer, but not a good quality roofer. I inspected a bunch of roofs yesterday because of leaks, and I tell you, it's really sad. Out of 5 in one neighborhood I looked at, 3 of them had new roofs, and they're all leaking because of a nail in the keyway. Everybody's always like, oh, I'm the fastest, yeah, I'm quick, I can shoot nails real quick, but guess what, they're all in the wrong spot. And after they waller out and rust out, they got leaks. But hey, keeps good, reputable guys busy. These little corn bees are everywhere. I appreciate it. Until next time, be safe. We'll see you in the next video.